All right, Bandwagon fans here. This is Jeff, and we are getting ready to check out the latest trailer for Solo, a Star Wars story. So there's already been 1,000,001 trailer reactions put out for this, but here's my take. For those of you who may have seen our initial review of the teaser trailer that came out after the Super Bowl, was not impressed with what the movie looked like initially. So hopefully, we'll get a little bit more of what's going on in the story and maybe see more of Alden Ehrenreich's actual performance, because that, more than anything, is what I'm concerned about. There was a lot of talk in the production. Obviously, Lord and Miller were fired. Ron Howard was brought in. A lot of talk about Alden Ehrenreich needing an acting coach, not really getting the performance right. But any of the rumors that come out of a production, you can't really trust. But I generally do trust trailers. Sometimes trailers are misleading. A really good movie will have a crappy trailer. A really bad movie will have a good trailer. But most of the time, trailers will tell you the quality of a movie. And if they're hiding the lead actor's performance in the trailer, it might be an indication that the performance isn't that good to begin with. But this should be a little bit longer trailer than what we've seen before, so let's get this thing started. And let's see, is that a Star Destroyer up in the sky there? So actually, I'm going to pause this real quick. So this is actually something that has really starting to see in these new wave of Star Wars movies of bridging space and the terrestrial. You saw it in Rogue One. You see it in I think in some way, shape, or form in every movie we've seen Star Destroyers in the atmosphere. Actually being able to, from the planet, seeing the Death Star up in the sky in Rogue One. It's been kind of a nice change. One of the visual highlights of the Disney Star Wars movies. So we got Lando. So this is, in all honesty, this is tough for Alden Ehrenreich. He's almost in a no-win situation where he can't just go out and mimic Harrison Ford. He's got to bring his own thing to it. But if he doesn't capture the essence of the character, it's going to fall flat. Between the voiceover of, I'm not sure who the actress is, but the voiceover at the beginning, a lot of other characters, not showing a lot of Alden Ehrenreich. This isn't Solo and Friends. This is Solo, and it really feels like they're trying to hide his performance. So visually, it looks great. It looks like Chewie's going to have a big role, which I'm pretty excited for. He's been kind of buried in the Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, but I'm worried about Alden Ehrenreich's performance. It doesn't. I think if he was nailing it and he got the character right and they were really excited about what he's doing, he'd be front and center in these trailers. There's almost like an uncanny valley. Even the Solo theme at the very end of the trailer it's like a shadow of it's a shadow of the original music. And that's how this whole movie feels like. It feels like it's a shadow of a Star Wars movie. It's a shadow of Han Solo. It's a shadow of the John Williams score. And it just really makes me wish that they had taken these anthology movies. I think Rogue One was a good starting point because it kind of showed that you can expand the story beyond the Skywalker lineage. But going forward on these anthology series, they got to take it away from the core cast and the characters we already know. Because the closer it is to something we recognize, the more obvious that it's not the original. So I don't know. Not excited about this movie, and I've been excited for every other Star Wars movie. I've loved everything Disney's been doing, but this one, I think this one's going to be a miss for me. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below, and like I said, we got a busy season ahead, so leave your comments below. Please like and subscribe to stay tuned to all the movie reviews. And I'm Jeff. Get on the bandwagon.